Hi guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hello to my newbies. If it's your first time here, my name is Maka, the wifepreneur. On this channel I help you start your small business, help you grow your small business using the power of social media, and I also share tips and hacks on productivity as well as a bit of motherhood. Okay, so I'm just trying to shape this cake. It's a cake ordered by a client. It was a challenge at first. When she gave me a picture, she wanted a cupcake design, and every time I was looking for tutorials on how to make it, it required a certain special pen for it to come out like a cupcake. But anyways, I tried out my own thing, so I just decided to shape it. It's a round cake. Originally it was a round cake, so I just decided to shape it. It's a chocolate cake, right? So today I'm here on one of the productivity videos. So as I am doing this, I was just thinking of how time flies lately. It's like the day just starts, the day is gone. The moment it's 1 o'clock, that it's finished, especially if you sleep in and you wake up late, like 10, 11, the day is finished like that. And out of that time, we spend so much time, doing other unnecessary things that do not add value to our life. So that's what we're talking about today. Time. How are you using your time? Out of 24 hours a day, how many hours do you use to upskill your mind, or to learn something new? To upskill your mind is to learn something new, in other words, just to make sure that you're on top of things. And out of that 24 hours, how many hours do you spend watching TV only, surfing the net, mostly on any educational content like memes or just unnecessary stuff that you just watch and they are not adding value to your life? So to measure our time, or to see something about the time, I decided to come up with a challenge for us all this week, and that is if you want to change your mindset and actually grow. And I believe this is something that you need, whether you are employed or unemployed, youth, whatever the situation is, whether you go to school and all that. So in the last 2 years, the economy has really dropped, and the money that has been made is really out of the virtual world. We all know what happened to COVID and all that. So now money is made on virtual world, on the internet, because we know a job has been cut off through the COVID situation. A lot of people lost their jobs and all that, either to COVID or automation. Okay, let me give an example of automation. This is something that we see on a daily basis with FNB. FNB now has that depositing ATM, and that ATM actually eliminates one teller inside the bank. That's what I mean by virtual economy and automation. So they don't need anybody inside to be taking on your deposits, because the machine can now basically do it for them. So this is why I'm coming to the next thing, which is a skill. This is why you need a skill to fall back on. So what if one day you just called and said they decide to lay you back, or even if you're not working, you need a skill. So I want us to make use of our weekends, after hours or early morning before we go to work or to school, to do something for ourselves. And nowadays, YouTube is the new university. Think about something that you are passionate about. Learn how others are using your passion to make a living. You see, like in this case, I loved baking. I used to, bake random cakes on YouTube. I tried this one's recipe, recipe. And then eventually last year, I decided to go now on a baking course. So I went for baking and dessert, and that's how I'm making a living. And I'm not only doing baking. If you are not new on this channel, you know I also do my own dresses and all that. That is something that you just learn, you know, and see how others are using that passion. So now I want you to polish that passion that you have by practicing it, you know, either on your self, on your family, whichever might work well for you. Let's say if you decide to do landscaping, try with your own home. If you're at home, try with your own landscape, so that you can practice, take pictures, share with others and then start that as your side hustle. So that's the big idea. Turn your passion into a side hustle, right? If you are working, do this side hustle on weekends, after work, early hours, and so forth, until you are replaced by a robot, you know, so that you have something that is running. So also, if you're working, you can go ahead and employ someone who can work for you, and you can be checking in every weekends or every evenings to make sure that this person is doing the work that you have asked them to do. If you feel whenever you feel comfortable or confident enough with the side hustle that you have started, then you can now finally quit your job. It takes a lot of work, yes, but a vision, burning passion, and the right mindset will drive the wheels for you guys. So this week's challenge, I'll stop here. So this week's challenge, I need you to dedicate at least 30 minutes out of your 30 hours to learn something new. Start with something simple by learning a language, maybe gardening, financial literacy, or maybe business literacy. That small thing, that 30 minutes will develop into an hour, and eventually maybe 5 hours. And if you are disciplined enough, your skills will help you survive in this world. Okay, so make sure, guys, try to capitalize on your skills, make a living out of your skills. Or if you don't have a skill, go ahead and acquire a skill. You know, there are so many short courses out there that you can go and try out. It can be, you know, it can be anything. It can be doing nails. These days people are doing eyelashes. Whatever you are passionate about, turn that into a side hustle, because one day it's gonna help you and you really need it. So well, guys, how do you like my cake? This is how it's coming up so far. She wanted a touch of yellow, so that's why I used the yellow for the roses on top. So I'm just adding a cherry on top, just like any other cake. So that's how it turned out. What do you think of my cake, guys? And leave me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. I love you guys. I hope to see you soon. Ciao.